Let's face it, goals are not magically met. Plans don't just happen. We as parents and educators need to guide our children into learning how to set objectives and achieve them by working on them systematically. This skill is invaluable to being a successful adult, a success at just about anything. And it's our job to teach it to them. So that is what we are talking about today, the power of goal setting. I'm Jacqueline. This is homeschoolhangout.xyz. I am a veteran homeschooler who's here to help you homeschool your children while maintaining a peace and calmness while feeling very competent to raise your children into successful, happy adults. If these things interest you, thumbs up, like, subscribe, buy me a coffee, join my Facebook group. Everything is linked below. Let's get into it. Okay. Goal setting is what we like to call a soft skill. Now, what do I mean by that? It's something that is not exactly a subject, but it is something that is very important nonetheless. And soft skills are what people seem to be missing in the world today. I love project planning and running projects to the point that I like to do small business coaching, and I teach process, productivity, and looking at profits. No, I don't just love money, but that's what we're working towards as a business. Well, these are skills that your children need too. And so when I start doing this with my kids, probably like second, third grade, I start them with things they want to do. And the summer is a great time to look at that. We kind of like, what do you want to get done this summer? Now, you can give your kids a bunch of choices if you want, or just wait to see what they naturally come up with. And I'm going to walk through this process using swimming. But it can be riding a bike, learning to crochet, playing chess, anything in there. It can be done with anything, but we're just picking something. So, swimming. When we moved into this house, my kids did not know how to swim, and they wanted to. And so that was our goal one summer. Okay? But you're not just going to pick a goal. One, they are going to pick a goal. You just might suggest a few. But it needs to be more than that. Why do you want to do that thing? If they understand why they want to do it, that will give them the motivation to get through the process and to learn how to do it. So you could say, oh, you're of the age you need to know how to swim. Well, that's not very fun and inspiring, is it? I'm bored already. I don't work in a communist system. Something is my payment. It could be why I want to do something, money, joy, whatever that is. There's a reason I'm doing it, not just because someone said I should. I admit it. I'm obstinate. So, swimming. My kids could go to their friends' houses and swim without me. They'd still have an adult present. But in reality, I don't swim very well. My husband is the one who would get in the pool with the kids more. Or if we went swimming somewhere, would swim with them. And Dad's availability is kind of limited. So if they knew how to swim, they could go visit their friends. They could have their friends visit over here. When it's 100 degrees, they don't have to wait for their dad to be available to swim with them. I could just go outside and watch them if they knew how to swim. These were all very motivating things to my kids. Fun, freedom. What more do you need? So that was their why. And that's great to know in the beginning of any project, adult or child, because when you start feeling challenged or don't want to do this anymore, you can look at your reason why. Okay? So the next part is you're going to outline the goal. Because you don't just all of a sudden say one day, okay, I want to know how to swim. And then one day you spend 20 minutes and you're done. You know how to swim now. No, it's a process. So the first thing you have to look at is, do you know what it takes? Do you need to acquire some knowledge or something or someone? That is the first thing you look at. If it's reading a book, where are you going to get the book? If it's supplies you need, like a swimsuit, like sunscreen, like if you want to learn how to crochet, a crochet needle and yarn. Or in my kids' case, they actually got lessons from somebody. How are you paying for them? When are you getting them? When are those available? All that stuff. But let's be clear, the swimming lessons alone weren't going to teach them how to swim if they never got in the pool any other time. So we did a step-by-step list. Okay? And it's really still that outlining your goal. If you think about your outlines you made in school, your Roman numerals. Well, the first thing is learning basic water safety. Now, they may not know all the steps of what that is, but that's kind of like when I think about it, of like being comfortable in the water, blowing bubbles, floating. We've all seen those kids who scream about not wanting to put their face in the water. Well, but it's on your list, on your outline of something you've got to learn how to do if you want to get to learning how to swim. And you can point to that. So that's first. Then maybe mastering the kicking motion, holding onto the side and being able to kick your legs while you're in water. Do you need to practice that? It takes a little muscle development. So that's another aspect. Then you're going to have to develop your arm movements to do the different types of strokes or to, move in the water. Then maybe breathing, maybe jumping in the pool, because that's what my kids really want to do. You list out all those different steps where at the bottom, you will have achieved your goal. Okay. Now you're going to break these outlined points down into more specific steps. So I'm looking at my, I do have notes. This is where the magic happens. This is the part that many people don't get to in project planning, because this is, I want to be able to do this, but how? But how is often my question in many of these conversations. Teaching them how to identify them and break them down will help. So every day I get in the pool, I'm going to get in the pool 3 days a week. And every time I get in the pool, for my first sub goal of being comfortable in the water, I'm going to blow bubbles for 30 seconds. Then I am going to hold on to the side and kick 25 times. Then I'm going to stand and practice and count my arms, whatever that is. Then I'm going to practice swimming across 5 times before I'm allowed to play any games in the pool or do anything else. Whatever that looks like in this goal for your child, those actual little steps that you do when added together is how you learn a skill or achieve something. Now, you start doing this with the fun things. Why? Because they're motivated to see it all the way through. They're motivated to sit down. But then as they get older and they have harder and harder things that they need to learn, but maybe aren't quite as selfishly excited about, you have given them this tool set of being able to sit down, outline, then break it out further and achieve their goals. It is amazing. I'm watching my college kid doing the same thing in her classes. She is a mass comm major, and they're doing some branding and social media for a local organization as part of a class project, and looking at, okay, what are our goals? Who is it we want to reach? How do we want to reach them? These are skills that you can give your kids that they can transfer into any career, into any household task, into anything. It really is the power of goal setting. If you have any questions or need any help in any way, shape, or form about this, do me a favor. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Reach out to me on social media and have a wonderful day. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. I'll talk to you later. Bye.